guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. 54. You ain't going nowhere.
On first down, Mahomes. And his first look is incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
He finds Hopkins complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Here's Wilson, forced out to his left. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Miller. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Brings up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd down, Johnson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Check motion. 15. Correct. Check safety. Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Texans send the punter out. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Texans send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And they give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Open man is Miller, he's got it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now a handoff looking right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Yellow, yellow. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Quit talking about it.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
66.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds his man Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 31. Check 31.
Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And an alley to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
I'll go special.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Yo, 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 yo.
Wilson. Flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot before break. Wilson, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Miller. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Next to score, Seahawks 17, Texans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Come on, Shaq. 6 yards. 54. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Deuce. 15. Check nickel. Shift. Watch the shift.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yellow.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go!
Mahomes now to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. There's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Good job right there.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's caught. It's Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Wilson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They come out here in the eye. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. T.J. Watt. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Yellow, 180. Check, watch 54, watch 54. It's coming this way, Here we go.
Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Hatchery. Showing it. And rip left. Check 13. Shift. Check.
Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Wilson to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is now 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught.